session planning, I put it in as one of the V's, a vision for the session. And I think in coaching, you have to let what you do be, I suppose, like a product of your own conclusions. Like, there's no point copying other people or doing things. Don't confuse activity with intelligent activity, if you want to call it that. So I think understanding, when you build a coaching world and you're clear about what you want to achieve with it, you can be more educated and you can have a better intention of how you design sessions, because you know what you're trying to achieve. So again, we go back to starting with the end in sight and all that stuff. So your session design is coming from basically who you want to be as a coach. What do you value? What are the qualities you want in the player? What is your vision for the game, the way it should be played? And from that, then you design the session. And I think that's something maybe people miss a bit. They just don't put in enough work into that thought process. And look, that's really what the book is all about: getting to who you want to be and what you want to achieve. What must I become in order to achieve what I want? It's really one of the questions. So, but the simple things in session design that I think get overlooked, like, you need to know why you're doing it. In teaching, we call it WALT, we are learning to. When you can explain why we're doing it, your application will drive a lot faster. You need to know what you're looking for, what I'm looking for. So you can comment on it and cue it, commend it when you see it, critique it, all these things. So you need to know. And all too often we're not looking for the right thing, or scanning things our scanning isn't there because we're not clear on what we want. And then we can't be consistent, we're reacting, not responding. So I think you need to know that. There's other variables like constraints you can use to design sessions, like how many are you going to use, what are the rules, what are the scenarios, what are the dimensions of the pitch. That's a whole area of skill acquisition, which is, look what I dealt with that too. And it's really interesting too, and it's session design is an awful lot of things for coaches. Can't get around it. Then there's things like, routines, rituals, how we can get application, and timings, how we can use time to drive attention, intention and application. And these are all variables for session design, or the vision for your session. And the deeper your understanding of what you want to achieve, the more intelligent you can design a session. You won't be intimidating or intimidating anybody else. You'll be purposeful in what you're doing. Like, on the sleeve of the book I wrote, there's not another book of drills. This is a book to build a coaching world. So, if you're just going around copying someone else's drills, I think it'll get a bit of an improvement, and it doesn't make you a bad person or anything, but I think there's a better way to do it. And the craft of coaching is a little bit more complex, yet ultimately simpler than that, if you can appreciate the bit of contradiction there.